Hi guys, in this show we're looking at Midler, Gandolfini, Lindo, Faria, DeVito, Russo, Hackman, and Travolta. In this show we're looking at 1995's Get Shorty.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of 100 Things We Learned from Film. I'm one of your hosts, my name's Planty, and I'm chilly.
And I'm John, I'm the other guy, and I'm Willie.
We want Chilly Willy! How are you, mate?
I'm alright, buddy. It's really blazing hot in Scotland just now, so I'm not used to it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
roasty
burning,
toasty down here as well, mate.
burning,
It's
burning, burning.
fantastic.
That's crazy.
21 degrees, and I was stuck in the house doing an assessment.
Ooh, taps off.
Yeah, taps in this house.
Aye. Oh man, well, I hope we
Oh,
passed. Hope we passed.
Yeah, so to get away from the heat, we picked something chilly. Well, we didn't pick something chilly, did we? This is our very first ever Patron's Choice. We
Yeah.
had a number of films, any of which I would have rather watched over this pile of fucking guff.
It's not the best, is it?
And they made us pay, didn't they?
They
Boy,
really did.
did they make us pay. We could have had FX, Ed Wood, Bowfinger, but instead, John, what did we end up watching?
1995's Get Shorty.
Now, I don't know about you, mate. I'm not ungrateful that people are giving us a quid so that they can make us watch films that we don't really want to watch, right?
Yeah, dance monkey dance.
But this one isn't what I was. This one isn't the film I hoped it was. And
Yeah,
you had
I
seen it years ago, but now I was kind of like,
there was a
yes.
lot better stuff in 1995. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh well, do share.
Well,
mate, do share.
if our patrons would like to get one back, you'd need to go back to our 1995's 7 episode to see what the films were. So,
Oh, a 1995.
yeah, 1995. Yeah, 1995.
Okay. Oh well, grand. You lot know what this is. We watch a film. We try and come up with 100 things. Good luck this week. I think.
I know,
It's
Jesus.
I might have struggled to get
Pickings.
to last week's episode on House on Haunted Hill. But yeah, if you want to make us pay, then we're going to do a different film every month that you can choose as a patron. All you need to do is give us a quid. We'll get a quid from you, and you will get to pick a film, and we will give you a shout out at the end of the episode. John, we've got 17 people to shout out this week.
Okay,
Numbers are coming in.
it's got to be a speed run. It's got to be a speed run.
Insults aplenty. I have got nice things to say about people. I have got shit to promote. It is good. It is great. I'm loving it, and I'm currently bathing in £17 coins.
Ooh, get Scrooge McDuck right in about that film.
Scrooge McPlant, you're right. Okay, so the film starts. Chili Palmer. Okay, so Chili is talking to his mate. I think this guy was called Tommy or something. I kind of didn't quite
he's
get
in everything into that.
Yeah, it's a hey, it's
like
that
a wee
guy.
rat.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, Chili Palmer was who though?
John Travolta.
John Travolta.
John
right.
Travolta.
I'm going to put
Minus
it
a
out
ponytail.
there. Yeah, I'm going to put it out there. Early doors. Travolta's career was reignited by Tarantino.
Oh,
right?
without a doubt. Yep.
Because Vincent Vega is brilliant character and he plays it extremely well.
Perfect.
Greasy drug addict twat, right? Out of
Yeah.
the clink. Chili Palmer is not half as well written.
No.
And he's not half as well played. And here's my theory on this one. I think because he's in the film too much. At least with Vincent Vega, you've got like what, maybe 6 or 7 scenes.
Yeah, it's chopped up through different scenarios. Yeah, but
in this, he's in almost everything. He's not a great actor.
Yeah, and this is not like his gimmick is this whole look at me, and it's just Disney does.
Yeah,
so annoying.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, no my cup of tea. But
so his mate Tom, or whatever he's called, I have got it written here somewhere, complains that it's only 34 degrees Fahrenheit, and I was like, son, that's red hot, right? I don't care what you're saying. He says that's freezing, right?
Yeah.
Now freezing, John, of course, is below zero.
Yep.
34 degrees Fahrenheit in proper, sorry, Americans, in proper is 1 degree.
What?
So it's not freezing.
Mm,
Why must films lie to us, John?
they really do.
Why must they lie?
But I looked up the coldest month in Miami, which averages from round about, is it 63
Yeah.
Fahrenheit and 76 Fahrenheit, which is 17 to 24 degrees in our money.
Okay. Fantastic. Good.
24
Good to
degrees
know. You
in
say you
January?
looked it up. Did you just message Josh Wilson?
No, I should have though.
You could have saved yourself loads of time and
Could have
got a
though.
big long fucking wall of text from our friend and Patreon, Josh Wilson. Chili mentions that they're closing down this cinema. He wants his boss Momo to buy it and let him run it, right? I'm just going to show old Cagney movies. Right, okay. So, arguably, at this time, when this film was being made, people would have still gone to the cinema to watch old James Cagney films.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking, because this was 95, of course, so let's say Cagney films are kind of like 50s and 60s. Now I'm thinking we're 30 odd years down the line, almost, well, we're 27 years down the line for this one. So would people be going to the cinema to watch Get Shorty instead? I'm going to put on old
That
Barry Sonnenfeld films. We're going to go and watch The Addams Family. We're going to go watch Addams Family Values. We're going to go and watch Men in Black 1 and 3, but maybe not 2. That Addams Family Values, I've said before, is a great film.
That's good, isn't it?
There's a lot going on in that.
Yeah,
there's
a
a
lot.
going on in that.
Yeah, Joan Cusack is amazing, isn't it?
She's never looked better either.
Oh yes, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Or Festa.
It's when he comes out in that turtleneck,
yeah,
grinning with the oven gloves with the muffins on.
Oh.
Man, that's such a good role. Anyway, over comes Ray Bones, our favourite. Dennis Farina.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Just a quick reminder that Dennis Farina is especially famous in cinema for being Farinaed, as we call it, at the Oscars, wasn't he? Yeah. They didn't mention him when he died.
So that's
so
right.
Fuck the Academy. Do you know what I mean? Fuck the Academy.
He's been in fairness, he was pigeonholed by the end of his career, but he was really, really good. I like these.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Yeah. Anything to declare? Yeah, don't go to England. Brilliant. We will go back to that. We will. That second episode that we were going to do on Snatch, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
I think we'd find out more from Snatch than we did from this.
Definitely.
Although I'd probably have to go and interview some travellers. See how that works out for me. He comes over and he's like, Chili Palmer, it's chilly inside and it's chilly outside. It's a real chili fest. I'm like, what a fucking arsehole Ray Bones is. As he's leaving, Chili goes to get his coat. This black leather jacket, like Pacino wore in Serpico. Al Pacino is 82 years old now. Starred in 65 films to date. His first was 1969, called Me, Natalie, age 29. Apparently he loves opera. I discovered about him, but I had no idea. I love the opera. He's got 3 children. His first was born when he was 50, and his twins were born when he was 61, with stunning Beverly D'Angelo.
Whoa.
I wouldn't mind coal mining her daughter. It doesn't really work, and actually probably would end up with me getting locked up. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah. Well, she was a treat for the eyes, wasn't she?
Yeah. He started as a stand-up comic. Oh, what is the thing about the airline food?
Couldn't imagine doing stand-up.
What's with the tiny little packets of peanuts? I don't know. Real name, Alfredo James Pacino. Of fucking course. Of course he's named after pasta.
Yeah.
Serpico, 1973 biographical crime film detailing Frank Serpico's struggle with corruption within the New York police, which is why we always hear about grassing police officers being called Serpico in films. Like we've heard that quite a bit, haven't we? Like they're still doing that. Is that still a reference? Yeah. He was a whistleblower. A budget of $3.3 million, box office of $23.4 million. Premiered on TV in 1975, wasn't released on VHS until 91, and DVD released in 2002, along with every other film.
Yeah.
Everything seemed to come out in 2002.
Everything was digitized and slapped on a disc, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Chili mentions that this coat was from Alexander's. My ex-wife bought it me from Alexander's. Not a real clothes shop.
Boo.
Or if it was a real clothes shop, I can't find anything on it on the internet. Anyway, apparently the guy's like, oh no, well, we gave it to Mr. Bones. What? Yeah, because he's a really good customer. And it was chilly out. The fucking hell is this restaurant? What is going on here? So he goes to Ray Bones' house, and as he answers the door, he breaks his nose.
Oh, the good punch on it.
Brilliant, yeah. Is this Richie's barber shop a little bit later on? And we learn that this is where Chili has his office, in the back of this room.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Bones is walking through. These old boys that run the shop at the front and go, to warn him. It's like a really shit early warning system.
It's terrible, isn't it?
He walks in and Chili shoots him between the eyes. What was this, a pellet gun or something? I was trying to figure out what this was.
Yeah, it was I thought it was a water PPK.
Yeah.
Because it's quite small.
Like the Bond? Yeah, like the Bond.
Yeah, but there is a water PPK in it. Is one, but doesn't tell me what one it was, because he had a few of them. There was an AMT backup, which is quite a small gun, but I can't decide what one was the water PPK and which was the AMT.
Oh, the AMT was probably the one that Ray Bones uses later on.
The little, yeah,
he calls it the WAP 9. Ooh, Jesus, I was kind of, fuck. Can you say that? I don't know. Anyway, he shoots him and he goes running out, fucking like a girl, doesn't he?
With his middle pattern.
Yeah. He ends up with this wee scar on his head. I thought it was like that comic Crossed. Did you ever read that in the 90s? The really grim comic about the zombie disease, which instead of turning people into zombies, turns people into sex mad murdering maniacs.
That was a film, wasn't it?
Not this.
They must have done it in their film, because I've seen something like that.
I think Crossed is one of those things that they'll never make. You always say that, and we said that about The Boys. I almost expected the next scene for him to be fucking a dolphin's blowhole as he stabbed it to death. You've got to have a look at those. They're edgy as fuck, or at least they were in the 90s.
Yeah.
In the next scene, we meet Momo, who's the boss in Brooklyn. This massive, big Italian guy.
Yeah.
Killing himself, heading up these stairs of this warehouse, a bit like me, trying to go up the stairs. Opens the door, and it's a surprise party. It's like, surprise!
Yeah.
Keel's over dead.
Keel's over dead.
Yeah. I was disappointed that this Momo wasn't that Japanese creepy bird woman sculpture. Do you remember that was a thing? That it was all the scummy mummies were like, "Oh, you've got to get it banned. The Momo challenge. People are dying. Kids are dying after they see the video." It's not a thing. Where did you even hear that?
You idiots! It's not the ring.
Yeah. Dying at surprise parties, John. Scared to death. They believe that there's a thing. Scientists believe there's a thing called stress cardiomyopathy. Probably butchered that. Triggered by sudden surge in stress hormones, which cuts blood flow to the heart muscle.
Oh.
So it does happen.
Scared to death.
Surprise! And we get the titles, which go on for fucking ages, by the way.
Yeah.
The music in this is shocking.
Wasn't it? I was watching it. I realised I could have fast forwarded it.
Yeah, when I watched it the second time, yes, listeners, I watched this a second time. I did fast forward through that. I was like, yeah, I've saved myself 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I couldn't do it twice. Once was enough for me.
So the guy, Tommy's reading this article. He says he's never going to bed again because most people die in their beds. So he's never going to sleep in his bed again. What are you going to do? I'm just going to sleep in my recliner. 12% of US residents die in their sleep each year. It didn't say what percent died in recliners, sadly.
That's a fair whack, isn't it? 12%.
It's not enough, I would argue.
You really?
It's not enough, yeah. All the Supreme Court justices, please.
I don't want to die in my bed.
Kill a lot of them.
I want to die in somebody else's.
The old classic gag, isn't it? My grandfather died peacefully in his sleep, which wasn't the same to be said for the 30 people on the bus he was driving. The old ones are the best ones, except they're not, are they? New jokes are much funnier. Ray Bones comes in, and this thug guy is with this guy's big, huge, hunking guy.
Puts his
Says, "Look,
scissors to his throat, didn't he?
yeah, Bones is in charge now because Momo's dead." Chili's like, "Look, you can do much better than him." And the guy says, "No, really, I can't, unless you speak Spanish in this town." I did laugh a lot at that one. I did thought that was a really good line. So we learned Chili is a loan shark. Loan shark. Oh, that's
Yeah,
Lone
yeah.
Star. A loan shark or a Shylock. They are the same thing.
Yeah, I got it.
Shylock, of course, was the name of the main character in Merchant of Venice
Yeah.
by Shakespeare.
The hard-handed moneylender.
Yeah, yeah.
The relentless and vengeful.
They are, yeah, and they are usually Shylock specifically is a really uncaring, ununderstanding Jewish stereotype is supposed to be in those. It's grim. Merchant of Venice is fucking well. A lot of, I mean, if I have to defend Shakespeare in any way, which I don't particularly want to, it was hundreds of years ago. So I guess times have changed. Anyway, I'm not saying that that's acceptable. I ain't having it.
I must have typed in wrong because when I first typed in Shylock to see what it actually was, it came up with a picture of Julian Sands and then realised I must have typed in Warlock, or it must have corrected it to Warlock. And just remembered Richard E. Grant was in it. Blew my mind.
Oh, that's a film we should do. Yeah, that's a good film. Yeah, better film.
Defo.
Better film. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you didn't type in Sherlock.
Yeah. Well,
Robert Downey Jr. Oh, Jesus, no.
Americanized it, the usual. Dumbed it down.
Yeah. Bones has a list of people that he owes, and Chili's one of them. He said, "Look, you owe me now. Whoever's on your list, you owe me their money." The person they're looking for died in a plane crash. Now, I thought this was the best bit of the film, right?
Yeah.
This whole thing around the guy in the plane crash. Momo's dead, which means everything he has belongs to Jimmy Cap, including you. E.g., I own you. Chili explains he means IE because EG is short for example, not ergo, which I thought was good and a good fact because I always get those mixed up.
Yeah, true that.
E.g., IE, fuck you. Jimmy Bones, and I liked that. He explains Chili owes the guy's debt and to get on it. He's got 3 days. If he doesn't sort it within 3 days, who knows? So Chili goes to see Faye, the wife of the dead guy. Yeah. Turns out he didn't have life insurance. I wish he really was dead. He's a son of a bitch. Right, wait, hang on. What do you mean you wish he was really dead? We've got our first twist. What the fuck's happening here? Chili heads to Vegas. Turns out the guy's been in Vegas. The casino. He shows the casino owner a picture.
Yep.
And the guy says, "Yeah, he was here. He ended up basically touching up a waitress. So we flew him out of there to LA." I'm like, that's really good. I don't know, back in the old days, they would have just buried him in the desert, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but at least they got him out of there. I know.
They'd have got Joe Pesci to go and bury him in the desert.
Or get him some cement boots.
The owner asked Chili if he's going to LA to look in on a movie producer that owes him $150,000. Harry Zim. I'm kind of like, okay.
Oh, Artie Zim. That's what I thought.
Artie Ziff.
My wandering hands.
Marge, it would hurt the town to know. In LA, Chili's getting dropped off for this Cadillac.
Before that, and see those flashes of Las Vegas.
Yes.
And one of the things I noticed, I didn't realise there was a thing. There was a flash up of like signs or signage, and one of them was called the El Portal Theatre.
Okay.
So I've seen it a few times, but it turns out it was a theatre that was built in 21st of June 1928. It was the first building in Las Vegas to install air conditioning.
Oh, wow.
It was remodeled back in 1961 and it closed in the late 70s and became El Portal Gift Shop, and it served Indian arts and crafts. There you go.
Okay, fantastic.
So next time you see El Portal, you go, what?
By the way, I didn't see that in either of my watches. So he's picking up this thing. He says, "I'd asked for a Cadillac." And she's like, "This is the Cadillac of minivans." And I was like, "Okay,
Brilliant.
I like that line." The Oldsmobile minivans are in early this year.
Yeah.
na 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 na.
Yeah, it was a 1994 Oldsmobile Silhouette.
Yeah,
Did you get
fantastic
that?
spot. I did not. No, well done.
What?
It's late. Harry Zim is at Karen Flores' house. Right. Karen Flores, Rene Russo,
Yep.
Harry Zim, Gene Hackman. Good actor, isn't he, Gene Hackman?
He's a good.
2 Oscars to his name,
Yeah.
Gene
Retired
Hackman.
now, but yeah, he's a good actor.
Do you know what he's doing now?
He's a novelist.
He's writing books about the Civil War. Of course he is.
Why not?
Don't know if they're any good. Me and regular listener and friend to the show, Ian, keep saying we're going to buy one. we never have.
Yeah.
We never have.
Yeah, he's a novelist.
God, I've got a pile of books that fucking size of my arm, so I wouldn't do that. Winner of Best Actor for Popeye Doyle in The French Connection. Best Supporting Actor in Unforgiven.
Ooh,
that's a good film, isn't it?
Good, yeah.
It's a brilliant film.
Did he get anything for Superman? He should have.
Mr. Luthor?
A hairpiece.
He did. Those hairpiece are great. Brilliant in those, by the way.
Oh, he's fantastic.
The thing about this was, I was just reading random articles, and there was an article that said he didn't want to be Harry Zim because he didn't think he was funny enough. And it took me straight back to the Superman films.
Yeah.
He's funny as fucking those.
Yeah. I don't think he realises how funny he is. He's one of those people that I think tries to play it straight.
Yeah.
But if the last come, but I thought he was funny as hell in this.
My least favourite, I'm the only person that says this, my least favourite of those films, the very style over substance director whose name I always forget, is the Royal Tenenbaums, where he plays Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, is it Wes?
Yeah, God.
Wes Anderson. It's not the guy that did Event Horizon, is it? No.
No, he's no. Wes Anderson. Yeah, so he Royal Tenenbaums is just the one I like the least. I think I maybe need to watch it again. I think it's because Fanny Candle's in it.
Oh, really?
Do you know what? I can't. Yeah, I only want to see her head in a box. I don't want to see her moping around the thing. But he's
Ben
funny
Stiller's
in that.
Ben Stiller's in that, isn't he?
Ben Stiller's in that. Ben Stiller was in this.
Got
Did you see that?
Yeah,
Ben Stiller's in it, and his whole role was cut out of this.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. That's seamless. How do we manage that? Well done.
Yeah.
Seamless.
Always a link.
Yeah, seamless. The whole thing. Yeah, he was meant to be a young director talking to Harry Zim.
But it didn't flow.
Is that why they took it out? I didn't.
Yeah. This is it didn't flow in the film, so they just took it all out. It's a shame.
So that's all about Gene Hackman stuff. Rene Russo, you know her. She's Thor's mam. Frigga.
Yeah. And the love interest in Lethal Weapon 3.
She is the love interest in Lethal Weapon and Lethal Weapon 4, which I don't remember a fucking second of.
Yeah, Jet Li's in it. That's it.
Jet Li is in it. Chris Rock is in it? Question mark.
Yeah, he's in a couple. Joe Pesci's back in it.
Leo gets. Well, Leo wants, Leo gets. Piss off. Whatever. My God, such an obnoxious fucking role for him.
I know. Yeah, he gets up. He's getting out of bed. Do you notice? He's like, we need to get that pool cleaned.
Yeah.
I was looking that up, but obviously it's quite an expensive thing to do because it costs around per visit $34 just for somebody to skim your pool.
Just for skimming.
Just for skimming the pool. Not for
do
anything
that
else.
yourself, man.
I know. I was like, just get up off your arse. Skim it yourself.
He's $10. I'll do that. It's fine.
I know.
Absolutely. That's enough for.
Just give me an old
tadpole
net. Give me an old tadpole net, and I'll be in about it.
Fantastic. Rene Russo went to school with Ron Howard, who later directed her in Ransom.
Oh, happy days.
Mel Gibson film. Do you know?
Mel Gibson. Are you allowed to say that on here?
No, I'm not allowed to say that, prick. We will do Lethal Weapon, though. We'll do Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if we don't do it soon, we'll be too old for that shit.
Exactly.
She's married to the guy who wrote the screenplay to Real Steel. Do you remember that? That's the one where Wolverine's got the robots.
So doesn't it, boy?
Yeah, that's based on Rock'em Sock'em Robots. That they bought from, I want to say Hasbro, whoever the cinema, the theatre,
Hasbro bought
whoever.
everything.
Yeah, they bought that and Battleships.
Oh.
Battleship is 10 years old this year,
Oh,
and I
I was
can't
right.
remember
No,
a
the game. The
fucking
game is.
thing
I've been
from it.
playing the game forever, but yeah,
No, the
it's
film.
it's a very forgettable film, innit?
Jesus, aliens. It doesn't make any sense at all. Anyway, she was cast against Keaton in Batman Forever. And when Keaton dropped out, replaced by Kilmer, she was replaced by Kidman because she was too old to be to play up against Kilmer.
Oh,
Which is
really?
fucking bullshit. Do you know
That is.
Hollywood and its fucking anti-female agenda, man?
That's poor.
Fuck
That's
that.
poor.
I know, listeners. She's not going to shag me. I know. It's not what I'm in it for. It's not what I'm in it for. Oh, anyway, let's get back to this fucking train wreck of a film.
Doing it.
Yeah. The TV's on downstairs. All right. Harry heads down, even though he doesn't want to, basically. And Chili's watching Letterman. Fucking Letterman, man. That's a thing. Letterman ran from 1993 to 2015.
Jesus.
4,261 episodes. He frightens Harry by turning the TV off. You almost gave me a heart attack. Do you know what to do when you give someone a heart attack? Well, John, luckily for you, I know what to do if you give
Here we
somebody a heart
go.
attack.
Public information. Get a defib.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. We're just helping people out. We're a public service. If someone's having a heart attack, the NHS tells you to 1, call 999. 2, get them to chew on an aspirin.
Oh.
And 3, stay with them until the ambulance arrives. 4, if you're told by the person on the end of the phone to give a cardiac massage, to explain how to do it. But John, I already know because I paid attention to that Vinnie Jones advert from a few years ago. Do you remember? He's like, staying alive.
Yeah,
you got to do it to the beat of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
It's fantastic. Don't do it to the beat of the cover though, by Alvin and the Chipmunks. Otherwise, you'll kill a man.
That's too much. He'll end up shaking him to death.
Chili explains he's got a marker with the casino. A marker is like a line of credit, John.
Yep.
So a marker is what you get if you've got a line of credit. So they check your bank account, they make sure it's all right, and it's like an interest-free loan. It's a pretty good way of doing it. But do you really want these people having access to your bank account?
I know, it's crazy. Isn't
Robert De Niro. Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. These wise guys.
Zim explains he's going to pay in 100 days, but he wants to get this film made. Chili's got an idea for a movie, and Karen appears and they explain the story. They kind of explain the story. So it's about the dry cleaner who owes a Shylock $1,500. He leaves town, but the plane that he's on has got a mechanical fault. So he gets off the plane to get a few kind of straighteners in him.
Yeah. And Final Destination.
Yeah, I've got this. Final Destination ripped this off good style.
Yeah,
because the
totally.
plane crashes while he's not there. And for the remainder of the film, Tony Todd's chasing him throughout the whole thing.
Stifler as well, try to help him.
Yeah, don't go near a train track, mate. You'll be all right. So his wife discovers his clothes in the wreckage. The airline give her a settlement. What they decide he would have earned from running this dry cleaner for the rest of his life, $300,000. She cashes it and he runs off to Vegas with it. So this is where we'd mentioned earlier on that she said, I really wish he were dead. So this is based on something that really happened. He then heads off to LA, and Zim says, that's half a film. You need a leading lady. You've got to have a protagonist. Karen says, look, that's a real thing. That really happened. It's been on the news for fucking months. And you're the Shylock. He's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you got me. Dead to rights.
Zim says, look, have you ever been arrested? He said, I've been picked up for racketeering, but I've never been processed. Racketeering, John, Oxford Dictionary calls dishonest and fraudulent business dealings.
Oofed.
Such as extortion, money laundering, and coercion.
God.
It's like you get coerced into this podcast every week.
Exactly, and you get all the money. What's that about?
Just when I thought I was out, he drags me back in again.
So is that like politicians then?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of fucking racketeering going on there, mate. Cronyism.
Yeah.
We're at LAX now. Sweet dreams, my LAX. God, that's the first time I've thought about Rachel Stevens in forever. Remember her out
Oh
of
God, aye.
S Club?
That's good. That was a good song though.
No, I don't think it was.
So LAX constructed in 1928.
Right.
It was called something else, but I can't. It was something Fields.
All right. Okay.
I've no looked this up, but I remember because they changed the name of it to LAX because of the alien it needed a third
That's
letter.
right.
That's why I got X, but it was called something else. I'll find out, but it was definitely like a Fields, so it must have been obviously
Okay.
over some Fields.
French Fields.
Strawberry Fields forever.
Delroy Lindo, right? Delroy Lindo is one cool cat, man.
He really is, isn't he?
I love him. Fantastic. He's so good. He's so fucking smooth and so cool.
He's
And
so
he's
good,
one
eh?
of the better things in this.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
And Gone in 60 Seconds, exact same thing. He was
Is he
really good.
gone in 60 seconds? I always forget about that.
Aye.
Is he the bad guy in Gone in 60 Seconds?
No, he's a cop. He's a cop that's
Yes.
chasing him.
I'd argue he's the bad guy then, isn't he?
Well,
Because you're meant to be kind of the thing. Yeah.
Aye. Well, I support anybody unless they've got a Scientologist member as a part of their gang.
Who
his
was
brother?
that?
His brother? Is he not a Scientologist?
Whose brother?
So see in the film,
Yeah.
his brother that's in trouble. He's a well-known
Yeah.
actor. He was in Friends, but apparently he's a Scientologist.
All right. Okay. Jesus. That's a deep pull, mate. Well done.
We might need to cut that in case Tom Cruise wants to kick our balls.
He would, mate. He would have to fucking jump up to kick you in the balls.
No shit, little fucker.
And you could just put your hand out and he'd run at it, like Tom and Jerry.
Aye.
Let me at him. Let me
Oh.
at him. James Gandolfini, by the way, with this ratty ponytail and this kind of like I'm from the deep south kind of accent.
He's really underpinned and he's really underrated in this. I think he's actually all right because I actually start to feel for him towards the end. But he's
The
I
stunt
like him.
man will come again. All right.
God, the first thing I ever seen him in was True Romance, and it blew me away, man. It really blew me away. That bathroom scene, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to send you the list that I keep adding to. By the way, we need to do something for the list I keep adding to, and at the top of that list is FX, which we're not fucking doing apparently.
Murdered by Illusion.
And
True Romance.
True Romance.
Aye.
Man.
Definitely get 100 out of that without a doubt. It's got Vietnam in it. It's got cartoon. It's got comics in it. It's got
it's got everything. Gandolfini's character's called Bear, which I thought was really good. He collects this case and takes it to Delroy outside. We hear the couple from Airplane, by the way. The red zone is for... and the white zone is... Yeah. It really is the most sensible thing to do. Let's not talk about it. It's a bad time for that joke. Bad time for that. Chilean's him driving to the strip. Right,
yep.
He spent $200,000 of his business partner's money. These guys who own limos, turns out it's the characters we've just met, to buy a script. It's going to be my Driving Miss Daisy, right? Mm-hmm. Driving Miss Daisy, John. Of course, we know as the most fucking white person film that has ever existed.
It's quite long and boring, isn't it?
Yeah, nominated for 9 Oscars, won 4: Best Picture. Best Lead Actress for Jessica Tandy.
Yeah.
How she won for that and not the fucking house being knocked down Little Robots one.
Aye, Barty's not included.
Spielberg's Zemeckis one. Yeah, she should have
loved
won that. Best Makeup and Best Screenplay based on an existing property.
Right.
It cost $7.5 million to make, which is a fair bit in 89. Grossed 106 million.
Jesus.
So no wonder he wants to make a kind of version of that.
Money
But
from
the
nothing.
script of this film, by the way, is called Mr. Lovejoy, and every time they mention Mr. Lovejoy, I'm like Ian McShane as an antiquities dealer with
Yeah,
Tinker.
yeah, me as well. I thought that as well.
He wants Martin Weir, and we see all these posters and books and loads of
Yep.
the work that they've put in to all the set dressing. Every time he goes somewhere where there's magazines or something, there's a
Aye.
fucking Martin Weir on the cover of these magazines.
Yeah. And
That
the
that
billboard,
was
that billboard was
a
real.
huge
Yep.
billboard. Where he's playing
Apparently, they had to
Napoleon.
go about and tell all the residents that he hasn't changed his name because that sort of, it was up in the main strip,
Oh,
so it was an actual
right!
billboard. Yeah, crazy.
Wow. Fantastic! That's a
Um,
great fact, John. Well done. That's probably going to be my fact of the. I don't think I've got anything better than that. I love that.
I've got Danny DeVito's height if you want to know that.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
He's 4 foot 8 inches.
Man, you
That's a
minx! I should have had your spade every time. It's the role, as far as I'm concerned. It is the
oh,
single best role.
definitely.
But how the fuck he wasn't nominated?
That and the cab foreman in Taxi.
Yeah.
A wee dick.
Taxi's something I need to go back to. I think.
Me too. I watch Cheers all the time, but I never see
Yeah,
Taxi. But I need
same.
to try and find it.
Absolutely the same. The dad in Matilda's pretty fucking nasty.
Aye,
I'm big, you're small. Except you're not big, are you?
yeah.
You're not big. You're fucking 4'8". We've just learnt that.
Yeah. Fact.
Chili's half reading the script. He plans to intimidate the limo guys. Now, I liked this bit as well. So I know I said at the top I didn't like it, but there's so many little bits of this I really liked. I know you fucking hated it. I know you did. Because you've said, right? But there's so many little bits in this where I'm like, this little bit's clever. I like this little bit. And he says, I'm going to take control. We'll do the blinds so they can't see me. I'm going to sit in your chair. You don't say anything.
Anything, yeah.
Don't say a thing, right?
Yep.
He says, I'll do all the talking. And when they come in, it's like, who the fuck are you? And he doesn't say anything. Like, he's saying absolutely nothing because it's an intimidation technique. But Zim can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
Can he?
He explains this film Freaks that he's taken the money from them on, not the Todd Browning film that actually stars Freaks, which is a fucking brilliant film, by the way.
I've seen it years ago.
Yeah, or not the film Freaked, starring Mr. T and the guy that is Bill out of Bill and Ted, Alex Winters.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
He crashes. He's the pretty boy and he crashes.
Yeah.
This thing has a freaky face.
That's right. So he did.
Something about that. Maybe we should.
Go
I'll
back
have a look
to
at that again. Yeah. And he fucks up big style. Does Zim? He basically says, "Look, I'm putting instead of I'm putting it off for a year, he says I'm putting it off for a few months."
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, so I can do this other film, this Mr. Lovejoy film. And he's got the script in his hand.
Yeah.
And he just gives everything away. Anyway, Chili takes control. He's like, who the fuck are you? I'm the one telling you how it is.
Mm-hmm. Until Brett Pitch tells you to fuck off, didn't he? But Zim's like, oh, don't rock the boat, basically.
Yeah, pretty much don't rock the boat. Yeah, he's not having any of it. He goes against everything he said. The line from Bo, from Delroy's character is, "I've seen better film on teeth."
That was good.
Which is Chili calls Tomo at home, who explains Ray Bones is looking for him. He goes to Karen's. Oh, Karen comes in, this wig, this blonde wig, and she says, "What are you doing in my house?" He says, "I'm here to apologise for breaking in." "So you broke in again to apologise for breaking in?" It's like, no, the window was open.
You left your patio open again.
Patio door open. Yeah, that's right. She was married to Martin Weir, Danny DeVito's character, and Harry wants her to help get Martin on board for Mr. Lovejoy.
Mm-hmm.
We go back to Miami, the dry cleaner's wife's house, and Bones is here for his money. He just punches her in the face and he just knocks her to the ground. What a bastard. It says, friends don't hit each other unless they have to. Are we going to be friends? Leo is the husband in his hotel room discussing with Chili that Bones will take his money and kill him. Chili's taking the money, the 300 grand from the airline, and and 10k that he's got left at 18% interest as a loan. And I've written here, that sounds really fair. That
Yeah.
sounds fantastically fair. And he's like, well, what about me? Just whatever you've got in your hand there, you get to keep that. Chili heads to Harry's office, where Bo's there reading Mr. Lovejoy. He knows it's good and he wants in. They have a conversation about stars. Chili wants Harvey Keitel in the role. He liked him in Fingers, which I've never seen.
Never.
Delroy wants Morgan Freeman.
Is that a real? Is that a real film?
I didn't look up Fingers to see if it was a real film. You're doing a quick Google search
I'm
now, I
doing
can
that right
see.
now.
While I have to point out that this film is of a time because he says Morgan Freeman, but he's a coloured guy. And my arse dropped out because I thought I'm going to have to say coloured guy on my podcast, right?
Yeah, it's
Big,
a thing.
massive
Sorry,
fucking oof. Oh,
Fingers is the
Fingers?
film.
Is it?
Yep, it's it's 1978.
All right, okay. Never heard of it.
Jesus.
Harvey Keitel, though, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah, it's got Danny
Except in those
in it.
fucking adverts, direct line adverts, where he's playing
Oh
Winston
God,
Wolfe.
yeah.
Because he's about 90 now.
I think one of the first things I seen him in was a film about they were in space, like he was trying to say it was like a robot gone wrong, and it was quite graphic. But then the Bad Lieutenant, Jesus,
Oh, man, the Bad
that's
Lieutenant's good.
grim.
Bad
That's
Lieutenant's
grim,
good.
isn't it? Your
Yeah.
your wing mirrors out. Oh Jesus, Jesus.
That's a film I never have to watch again.
Nah, I'm the same. I watched it once and I couldn't do it again.
They talk about how easy it is to write a script. Bo's line here: I once saw a script. Not one of the words was spelt right, and there weren't any commas at all. Chili says, "If I need a ride sometime, I'll give you a call."
Aye, pretty much does it to beat it. Aye. What a brush off.
Yeah, he's at the cinema watching A Touch of Evil. Right now, A Touch of Evil, 1958, directed and starring Orson Welles.
Yep.
With a very, very unfortunate, now not very well done, Charlton Heston as a Mexican, kind of tanned up as a Mexican.
Yeah.
I mean, this film makes some fucking choices that you wouldn't make today, doesn't it?
No,
This
God,
film
no.
puts
No,
things and terms and lines in that you would stay. Now, Karen comes in and sits kind of behind him. All the while through, he's fucking reciting lines from the
Lines
film.
from the film, yeah.
All the way through. Now, I don't know about you, John, and dear listeners. I would have had it out with him. I would have pulled him up on it and gone, hey, shut up.
What are you doing? Yeah.
We're all here to watch the fucking film. Yeah, we've all seen it 100 times. You shut up. I'm not paying £3 to listen to you twat on.
But Gene Hackman says it was one of the most enthralling pieces of film he'd ever seen. I'm like, what?
What? Gene Hackman said
He
that
was
of that part of the film?
captivated by that whole scene. I'm like, nah.
Fucking hell, man.
Nah,
Maybe he shouldn't have left it until 2004 to retire. Jesus Christ. Just that bit wound me up. I get it. He likes classic films.
Yeah, but you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that.
And there's a couple of bits where you're like, because we love film, don't we? That's what we don't know a lot about film. Hollywood would fucking eat us up, right?
I don't need to recite everything that I
No, do you fuck? I mean, okay, maybe Shaun of the Dead, but that's
but that's a given. That is a given.
Absolutely. Yeah, boy. I've got written here, inconsiderate fucking nerd. I mean, I probably wouldn't call
Spoilers! I know your space.
Karen likes the script. Chili still hasn't read it, and that's kind of a running gag throughout. Chili hasn't read it properly.
Yeah.
She wants to produce. Chili thinks film producing is no different to what he does now, what he calls the money business.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Yeah, fucking asshole. Right. We're back at LAX. This character, Yayo, whatever he's called, because they change his name all the way through.
They do.
Bo calls him Yo-Yo at some point.
Bobo.
He's sweating looking at this locker, stressing that everyone's DEA, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He runs off to Delroy's place, which is lush, by the way.
Yeah, it's tacky, but I think it's of its time.
Yeah, massive balcony. Absolutely love it. He threatens Delroy that he'll grass him up if he's caught. Mm-hmm. To which Bo comes out and shoots him off the balcony.
Yeah.
Where he falls to death, which looked really good. And again, Chili mentions it later on when he comes to the place. He's like, oh, these houses on stilts are amazing.
Hmm.
So like, I would not want to live in a house on a
Nah, I knew
stilts.
that, but it was a thing back in the sort of 80s and 90s, wasn't
It's
it?
still a
These
thing. It's still
beach.
a thing, yeah. Because there's so little fucking available space
Mhm.
on the hills. There's houses in them hills. He says maybe we could get Chili Palmer up here. You could loosen up the railing like they do in the movies. Del wants to take Chili out and take his place producing the flick.
Yep.
Chili meets Karen at Martin Weir's house, which, according to his map of the stars, is across the road from George Hamilton's
Yeah,
house.
I've noticed that.
I was like, fucking hell, that's a bit of a time. George
Yeah.
Hamilton died in like 2005. Do you know what, John? George Hamilton's still alive.
Yeah, but I bet he is. Was it Love at First
Promise.
Sight or something like that? I think I saw him as like a comedy
I have written here, where do
vampire.
you know him from? I bet it's not Love at First Bite.
Love at First Sight, big man. Yeah, I was and about it. He was one of my favourite vampires until I've seen
Exactly
better
right.
ones.
Until Vampire in Brooklyn,
Oh god, aye.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Man, where did it all go wrong for Eddie Murphy?
Boomerang.
Do you know what? You are absolutely right. It was Boomerang, which is a
Boomerang.
real shame. It's a
Mhm.
real shame. George Hamilton, right? As I said, 82, still just about alive. It's because he's preserved in mahogany, I think.
Pretty much, he's got the David Dickinson mahogany.
It's a Bobby Dazzler. He had an affair and lost his virginity to his stepmom when he was 12.
Bloody hell.
What I mean, that's a Pornhub fucking tab of its own, isn't it?
I know half, aye. That sounds like bloody face with the A team's background in it. I'm sure
What?
that some it was, I'm sure that he says there was an interview. What's his name?
Starbuck, yeah.
Starbuck. Yeah, it's mentioned something when he was younger and
Eggs Benedict.
he was on cruise ships when he was younger and was around older people. So I think he lost his virginity to an older lady.
Oh, gilfing it up.
Bloody
Good lad.
Starbuck.
You lucky bastard. He was given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2009.
Good. Well deserved.
Yeah. Not Dirk Benedict. Although I assume Dirk Benedict will have a star somewhere.
I'll get one.
Blackpool.
I'll get one.
Yeah. That bit outside the barras. Oh, that's only musicians, isn't it?
Bet everybody will be just sitting on it and they'll be like, oh, sat on sat in Starbucks' face.
In the words of A, don't want a job on Starbucks' face. Doesn't really work. As they arrive at Martin's place, this character Nikki, I say this character Nikki, she's not a character. She's got like fucking
Yeah.
2 lines in the whole thing. She knows Chili because he was the only one of Momo's guys who didn't hit on her when she was dancing at the club.
Oh,
Oh, he's got a heart of gold, this fucking loan shark, hasn't he?
he really is, isn't he?
Jesus
What a
Christ.
guy.
Martin, Danny DeVito, it's the least Danny DeVito I think we've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't think of Danny DeVito as this kind of fair, decent, kind of decent character.
Mm-hmm.
You usually expect him as one of these characters living on the fucking outskirts of sanity and, you know, the little bastard in Romancing the Stone.
Yeah, just that little
The
edgy
lawyer
guy.
in,
Aye.
what's the other Kathleen Turner movie?
Oh,
Michael Douglas.
well, what won it?
No, Roses. War of the Roses.
Oh, Warren Rose.
Might not be Kathleen Turner, but it's definitely Michael Douglas.
Right.
Yeah, War of the Roses. He's a shifty fucking guy in that. And this he's very well pronounced. He's very well, very well done. So the character John is based on, do you know who?
Not a clue.
Oh, Dustin Hoffman.
What?
It's maybe the short thing. I don't know.
The accidental hero.
I mean, it's not where I would have gone with it. Don't stop me, Smee. Don't stop me, Smee. Stop me, Smee. It's my personal favourite. It's a beautiful.
I'm
He
walking
talks
here. I went there.
Yeah.
I went there.
I'm dying of AIDS here, or whatever happens at the end of that film. I don't really know. Chili explains to Martin he loves him as an actor, and Martin explains basically that his method. He says, "I am Italian, but I grew up in Tarzania." Like, what the fuck is Tarzania if it's a real thing? Turns out it's in the San Fernando Valley in LA.
All right, okay.
Yeah. And the reason it's called Tarzania, you'll like this, is it's named after Tarzan because it's sited on Edgar Rice Burroughs' former ranch, which I thought was
Wow.
pretty cool.
Tarzan. They went on Zany for Tarzan there, didn't they?
They certainly did, yeah. And he gets into it. He's basically getting into your people's heads, so I can know what things are. He says, right, so now you're a Shylock in this film. He takes it literally and starts doing like
Aye,
really kind of anti-Semitic face. I'm like,
aye.
whoa, stop that.
Stop it.
Chili asks him to basically, make out he's angry, and he's like, "Are you sleepy? Do you need to lie down?"
That's
He
pretty
does
funny.
another one. You're squinting. Do you need glasses? He's not a great actor at all. But then he explains the perp is nothing to him. It's just a name in a book. And Martin Weir does the face. He's like, "Damn, that's why you're Martin Weir." Like, okay. Bear and Delroy are at dinner with Harry, putting pressure on. They're obviously following Harry. They know where he is, putting some pressure on. Bo offers him 500 grand for Mr. Lovejoy to get rid of Chili. We're flipping back to Martin, and he explains he liked Mr. Lovejoy and he wants to organise a meet with his agent. He wants a shot of the Cadillac minivan as well, though.
Yeah,
he's
so
really
does.
delighted when the door opens automatically.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
Kind of Bo explains 500k is in a locker C18 at LAX. And I'm like, okay. We're back to that thing. He suggests to get Chili to go and get it. Prick. Chili enters with Karen and sees Harry and Bear. And Bo, Delroy introduces Bear as a stuntman and champion weightlifter. Chili grabs him by the balls and hoys him down the stairs.
Yeah, what does he say?
That was pretty good for a guy his size.
Brilliant. I like that.
I like to see, because listeners, on this show, we love proper films and proper acting. Fuck your green screens. I know certain instances you've got to have your green screens.
Yeah, but no in this
But
instance.
you want to see a man on fire. You want to see a man getting hoyed down some fucking stairs.
Yeah, definitely.
Or getting shot off of the top of a saloon, don't you? Into
Exactly.
a hay bale. Exactly what you want.
Right into the spongiest hay bale you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. Harry explains to Chili about the money at the airport. Chili said it's a setup. He doesn't want Leo's money because Ray Bones will be all over him for it. That night at Harry's alone, and Doris comes in.
Yeah.
Now, underused Bette Midler.
Yeah, I can't believe she wasn't used more.
Yeah. She's in this fur coat, and she's the widow of Murray, the guy that wrote Mr. Lovejoy. She's lonely. She misses him since he died. Yeah. She opens this fur coat, and I've got to put it out there. That's some figure for Ms. Midler.
Oh,
Ms.
yeah.
Midler? That's some
Miss
figure
Midler.
for Ms. Bette Midler. Yeah.
Oh, that dirty hocus pocus.
Now, and that was what I was going to ask you. What was the last thing you saw her in? Bearing in mind she's going to be in this new Hocus Pocus film. Straight to Disney Plus, by the way.
God, the last thing I saw... Oh, God, I can't remember.
I'm going to tell you the last thing Nice. Scenes from a mall. No, the last thing I definitely saw her in was this fucking kids' family movie thing with Billy Crystal, where they were the grandparents to something like 5 kids.
Oh, Daddy Daycare, but something like that.
It's that kind of thing.
Yeah, I've seen that, and he lands up skateboarding with Tony Hawk and all that. I'm like,
how tough can money be from the woman who sang The Rose?
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
She
money can't be that
I'm
tough.
sure she was in one of the Fockers movies, wasn't she? Meet the Fockers.
Oh,
I'm positive
no,
she was
you thinking Barbara Streisand?
With Dustin Hoffman.
Barbara Streisand.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And her clone dogs and her underground shopping mall. She explains that she's been speaking to a nice young executive at Paramount, and they've offered 500 grand. But because she likes Harry, she's going to give him till Friday to pay up. All I could think was, I'll get you, Midler!
I'll get you, Midler!
At Ray Bones, he's on the can reading Martin Weir's autobiography.
Oh, yes.
Did you see the name of the autobiography, by the way?
No.
Weird Tales. It was Weir with a D, Tales,
nice.
Which I thought was really good. And I thought was absolutely fantastic. By the way, John, on the back of that, I got a quiz for you.
Go for it.
So
I'm
these
ready for
are
this quiz.
6 of what I consider the best titles of autobiographies I could find on the internet.
Right.
Some are simple. A couple of them are hard as fuck. I don't expect you to get. But you got a chance to get us 6 things here, so don't fuck up, boy.
Okay. No pressure then.
Number 1, we'll start you off easy. Don't hassle the Hoff.
I'm thinking that is either Peter Stringfellow or David Hasselhoff.
It's David Hasselhoff,
Ah.
correct. Number 2, one of my least favourite titles for a book. My Bookie Wook.
Willow.
Little Willow?
No, what's his name?
Warwick Davis? No. Oh, it's me, Russell Brand. Oh, God blimey, it's my Bookie Wook, you fucking pricks. I shagged Manuel's daughter.
Aye,
Remember
fuck
that?
aye.
How we didn't get cancelled for that, I don't know. Right, this one's a stand-up comedian, but probably better known as an actor. I own this. It's a great book. Born Standing Up. Born Standing Up. The choice of films, he was in one of the films that we could have been doing. Instead, we're doing Get Shorty. You're pulling upper class top of the year face there. You don't know.
Nah, I don't know.
Steve Martin.
Steve
Martin. Big fan. Now, I'm going to spell this one for you. This will give it away. It's called Storytelling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's spelt STROI, story, telling, TELLING. And the clue is in the name. Story, STROI, telling.
Taylor Swift.
Mate,
Tory
storytelling.
Tory
spelling.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
got it.
You did get it at the last. Well done. It's not about the bike. Who might be famous for his bike?
Evel Knievel.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. No, it's not. It's Lance Armstrong. You're right, Lance. It isn't about the bike. It's about all those fucking enhancing drugs you put in you prick.
Yeah,
and finally, mate, I because I make the rules on this podcast, and it's just for fun. I am going to give us 10 things if you get this.
Right,
10 things. So this could be make or break. The autobiography is called Brothers Be Like, George Ain't All That Funkin' Hard on You. One more time for the listeners at home. Brothers Be Like, George Ain't That Funking Kind of Hard on You. So it's George and funking are the clues.
George Harrison?
Oh, you know what? You're kind of close, but you're a mile off. George Clinton.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Clinton. So, yeah, sadly, that would have, I mean, we're still getting fuck all from this, but that would have been fun. So well done, John. You got,
Who the hell is
2.
George Clinton?
George Clinton, the Funkasaurus guy. It's like funky. You know him if you hear him.
Aye.
He does a lot of kind of funky tunes, beats, 70s. Still doing it, still alive. Yeah, yes, pretty much. Porn
like
music.
Like the end of Seinfeld.
Yes, it's a famous George Clinton thing. And that McDonald's bit. Bo, 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 bo. Oh no, that was $1 million to Justin. So Ray Bones is on the can reading Weir's autobiography, which is a better title than My Bookie Wook, right? The phone rings and it's Harry explaining Chili has the 300k and alerting him to where he is.
Yep. Yeah,
Chili's at LAX. He pays this kid $10 to put the book in the bag, and the bag in C17.
Yep.
Which contains Martin Weir's book. Later, Chili goes to C18 and he's being watched by these DEA agents, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Before heading next to it to C17 and collecting his bag, the feds grab him. Ray Bones comes into town and he's just a prick to the guy in the limo. Chili gets let off.
Do you want to go to the beach? Didn't he? He's like, I'm from Miami.
Yeah, you talk to me about the fucking beach. Chili gets let off. He said, if I were you, I'd get the guy for the security to open up all the lockers for you, and then you'll find it. I'd also get the right guy next time. And I was like, it's fucking good pat of that. You smug prick. Back at his car, Bear's there. He wants the key back. Chili's like, look, it didn't work out for you. You want the key back. You're not getting it. He kicks him, gets him in the fucking thorax or whatever, doesn't he?
Yep.
Incapacitates him. Says, tell your boss I don't want to see him again. Chili helps him up. He says, you all right? Because he's a nice guy. You know, he's heart of gold. Break your legs, heart of gold. It's like Cockneys, aren't they? Oh, they love their mums. Chili wants to hear all his stories from Bear because, you know, if it hadn't been made a point of yet, he fucking loves films, and that's all you need to get ahead in films.
Which film? Do you know what I've noticed as well? This is out of the blue. He smokes exactly like he smokes in Face Off. Lifts his arm up, his elbow. See when he's smoking, he lifts his elbow up, and I don't really get
that. Is
that's
weird.
all of it.
He must give him repetitive strain.
Must do. He doesn't even smoke it. He just does that whole blows it straight back.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. At Zims, Ray Bones is here to talk. So we'll come back to that in a second. We move on to Bo at the limo place, and Yaya's uncle, Mr. Escobar, who again, it's not a fucking character, comes in. He's checking up to find out where Yaya is. He wants his money.
He doesn't care where the boy is. He just wants the money.
Yeah. He's a little simple. He's my sister's boy. He's a little simple. He says, I gave him the key for the locker. And he says, look, me and the boys are going to spend the weekend at Universal Sheraton. We're going to do the tour. See the shark.
Yeah.
The shark, yeah.
Do the Miami Vice Action Spectacular.
The Miami Vice Action Spectacular.
Which is actually a thing.
Is it?
Yeah. It was a Universal Studio Tour which ran from 1987 to 1995, in which you could go and see all the sets and stuff like that for Miami Vice.
Did this film kill it?
Like Jaws?
Yeah, the Jaws thing closed, John.
I seen the last
Opened
tour.
in 1990, closed in 2012.
Yeah, I seen the last. Somebody done the last camcorder. It looked bloody amazing as well, but it's.
I hoped you could still go with that. I think they got rid of it to replace it with Harry Potter. Fuck them. Oh, actually, John, I didn't book us in the end, but if you do want to stay at the Sheraton Universal Hotel, the 11th to the 12th of July, which as this comes out will be about that time, 279 quid for a double room. Don't know where Kirsty's going to sleep, but we've got a bed each, so we're all right.
She'll just sleep in my glasses case.
Oh, she's a wee. She's tiny. After they come back, after the weekend, he wants his money and he wants Yiyo.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out they're skint. They don't have the money. All the money is in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry's trying to convince Ray Bones to invest. Ray Bones twats him with this rotary phone, which we discovered in Equilibrium, so that took away some of the facts. The other guy from the limo place, this guy Ronnie, who's only got like 2 lines, walks in on them. And this is the WAP-9, the Fiat of guns.
Yeah, the Fiat.
I was like, again, maybe not. Ray shoots him dead, doesn't he?
Yeah.
At Karen's, Chili and Karen are talking about the title. And he's like, how about Get Shorty? Hooray! Title of the film.
You love it.
And she's like, no, I've got a better idea for a film. How about Chili's Adventures or something? What the fuck is wrong with you? There's a reason you're an actor, mate.
Lethal Chili.
Ned's five alarm chili. He's added a girl, looks a lot like her. They kiss and the rest, and then they're in bed.
Yep.
They get woken up or they get called in to the hospital with Doris. Harry's got a broken jaw, neck trauma. They're about to wire his jaw shut, which sounds very painful.
Yeah, really does, doesn't it?
Yeah. At Bo's, Bear and Bo are discussing the next job. Bear's quitting. He's out. But Bo explains he'll do a plea deal if he's caught, and he'll see that Bear goes down. Bear won't get to see his daughter, who's kind of this kind of bit of a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Bear says it's his last job, and he'll do it. Chili, Karen, and a beat-up Harry, who's basically got both of his arms in plaster. He's got his neck in a brace. Which they go and meet Martin at the Ivy. He's bought a people carrier. He gets out this people carrier.
So he does.
He orders an egg white omelette with shallots. I think he means shallots.
I know. Actually, when he said that, I was like, you little...
Shallots.
Shallots.
And strawberry frappes. and they take the menus off them. I'm like, that's not dinner. They look gutted, don't they?
No.
And bring an omelette for the table. We'll pick at it. Well, that's the one thing you don't pick at is
I
an
know.
omelette. Like
When they touch
stew.
anybody
Pick at
else's omelette.
stew. Martin's got plans for a romantic story in the film. I think he's conflated Mr. Lovejoy for Get Shorty.
Yeah.
Hasn't he? He's really got them confused. And then, like nothing, he's away. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I've got to go somewhere," and he's away.
And leaves his omelettes.
Oh, those omelettes look rank, by the way.
I know, but food waste.
Oh yeah, I'd still eat them. No food waste. But they've got to pay for them as well.
Yeah, that's true.
That night at Karen's, the TV's on. It wakes her and Chili up. He's heading downstairs. Oh, it's not Letterman again.
Oh yeah,
it's Rio Bravo.
Bravo, yeah.
Rio Bravo, 1959, directed by Howard Hawks, starring John Wayne, Dean Martin, and Ricky Nelson. Not to be confused with Ricky Martin. Upside, inside out, live la vida loca.
Oh, I just Ricky.
He goes downstairs and it's Bo. He wants the 300k, pulls out a gun. Karen spots it, screams. He gets distracted and shoots a lamp. Oh my God, he's killing lamps. Next, he's got Karen. Chili says he'll get the money. And Bo says, bring it to my address. I'm taking Karen with me. At Bo's, Chili shows up, gives Bo the money and asks him to leave the films to him. Bo pulls a gun on him. Bear kicks Chili, doesn't he, a few times? He's like, get him off my carpet. Don't let him bleed on my carpet. He fucking loves this carpet. Throws him to the floor on the balcony. Bo grabs Chili, pulling him against the kind of the balcony, isn't he? And then Bear kicks him where it breaks the top of the balcony bit. Bo goes over, so does Chili, but Bear saves Chili, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah,
Bear grabs Chili and saves him, but Bo's done for.
Yep,
it turns out Bo had interfered with the thing just as.
Oh yeah.
Bear had basically undone all the screws and that and all the nuts and things.
But this is the bit that really annoys me. So he's obviously fell over. He's showed him all the nuts and bolts and then just throws him over. I'm like, hang on a second.
Incriminating evidence.
Exactly. So there's evidence and you've got your fingerprints all over them.
Yeah, that's right. Chili heads to his hotel room where Ray Bones is waiting for him.
Yep.
He grabs the C-18 key from Chili. Bones heads to the airport, heads to the locker, and he's about to get pinched. And he turns around. Who is it?
It's the bad lieutenant himself.
It's Harvey Keitel. It's a movie. And it's the end of this. And you're kind of like, okay. Keitel works in that role.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. What else have I got? Oh, Touch of Evil. Added to the National Film Registry in 1993. We've done George Hamilton. We've done Letterman. We've done Markers. Barry Sonnenfeld, director. Looks like a bank manager. He's originally worked as cinematographer for the Coen brothers. Should have stuck to it. Directed Addams Family Values, as we discussed before, Men in Black 1, 2, and 3. And Wiki Wawa West, Jim West, Desperado. Don't want none of that fucking piece of shit. What a bad film that was. Last film was 9 Lives in 2016. Never seen it. Don't even know who's in it.
No, never seen that.
In 1999, he was unhurt in a plane crash, unfortunately, at Van Nuys when his business jet veered off the runway and crashed into 5 parked planes. I assume it was being flown at the time by Harrison Ford. Get off my plane! Get off my plane in Van Nuys! And John, that is literally everything I have. We've got so little here.
Right, so I've got but just going back to one we're talking about. The first film I've seen Harvey Keitel is a film called Saturn 3.
Saturn 3, yeah.
Anna Fawcett, Kirk Douglas, Harvey Keitel, and it's basically about 2 lovers stationed at a remote base in an asteroid field in Saturn, and basically somebody comes to them to sell them this droid, and it just starts going crazy.
Good episode of Vintage Video on that. Yeah.
Right, so what have I got? I have got. They mentioned Wonderland Avenue. and I remember hearing Wonderland Avenue before, but apparently there was a gangland murder in Wonderland Avenue,
Oh,
in
right.
which there was a robbery, and unknown number of unidentified men entered the Wonderland Avenue townhouse and bludgeoned to death Linus DeVille Miller and Barbara Richardson. So
Mm.
it's a place of many murders.
Not to
Uh,
be confused with the Electric Avenue.
Boogaloo. The guns that were used were, you've got a Desert Eagle.
Hmm.
There was a Colt Detective Special, Smith& Wesson Model 67, and a Smith& Wesson Model 686. Trying
Okay.
to find and producer. A producer is the person responsible for finding, launching projects, arranging film finances, hiring script writers, directors, and key members of the creative team. So that's what a producer
Lovely
does.
work. Okay. Is that us?
I'm out. I'm out.
Good. You spent. How many do you think we got?
53, 54,
Higher.
50, 70,
Higher.
78.
79.
Ooh, I'm
Which
quite
is
surprised at that.
10 more than we got last week.
I'm actually quite surprised at that because
I
there
am
was
astonished by that,
fuck
but a
all in
lot
it.
of things about filmmaking, I guess. Right. So, of course, if you want to find us on the Twitters, Instagrams, all of the different internet places, we are all over the shop at 100 Things Film, because I managed to get that fucking sorted a couple of
Yeah,
weeks
you
ago.
did. Well
If
done.
you would like to donate £1 a month or more, you can donate more. We've got people that have started donating more. People have upped their pledges, which I could not be happier with. So £1 is the entry level. You can give us more if you want on our Give Us a Quid tier. The Give Us a Quid tier will allow you a shout out at the end of every episode, as well as a chance to pick a film. A minimum one a month. We've done 2 this month. We've got 1 coming up. It looks like, unless somebody can change their votes in the next, as this goes live, it'll all have been decided, but in the next 2 hours from recording, looks like it's going to be Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is our second film about film making, and that will be later in the month. But you also get a fantastic shout out from me. So thank you to the following people. The wonderful Emily Vint, who helps me and John get access to the films that we are looking for on a regular basis. Her and Andrew are fantastic, wonderful human beings and amazing Ouija's, by the way. John, you'll love them both.
Nice. Every Ouija's amazing.
Nigel Davies, who is a regular listener, lovely guy, listens pretty much day one every week. So we like Nigel. He is the owner of an online shop called Wonder Emporium, where if you're looking for miniatures, you can buy them there. He's a very talented man, a lot of fun. Dan Belson, he's not seen any films, but he's been on this podcast. We like Dan a lot. Aaron, Z1 podcast. Aaron, we really like your podcast. It's great. It's a drama talking about zombies happening. It's basically an audio drama about zombies in a little town down south. Joe Higgins, you know him. He's everywhere. He's like me, but not quite everywhere. He does Hallmark
greatness,
Greatness.
yeah, wrapped in a human being.
He is. He's a lovely, fantastic guy. Hallmark of Greatness. Damn it, Vince. He's a great, great guy. Punk, what the fuck do you want? I want to give you a quid. Thanks very much, Punk. We appreciate it. Saz McLaren, she's a wonderful human being too. We love her very much. Andy Goodwin is Biggie, Stu Baker is Stig, and Mike is Gadget. They are the Modern Escapism boys. Fantastic podcast.
Should you be telling people who the Stig actually really is?
Who the Stig? Yeah, I should. But they also do a brilliant Scorched Sheep D&D run through. So go and listen to that. Also, if you want to hear more of Gadget, you'll get him DMing for me, Joe, Punk, and Dean from What the Fuck Do You Want in the next couple of weeks when I get my shit together. We've got Mono and Kira. Oh, those guys have got COVID at the minute. They're from Mono Rants.
Right.
Hopefully that doesn't delay them in getting their final episode of Mono Rants, The Boys, where they're talking about the last episode of The Boys. Ian Graham, you know him. He's a Geordie. He'll kill me for that. He's a Mackham. And he is of Cult Connections. Gavin McGill is walking 25 miles for Kilt Walk. You will get him at GavFFC on Twitter. Give him a quid as well as us. Gavin Belson, Dan Belson's brother. They do Be Here with Belson podcast. Two brothers that just argue all the time. That's your favourite podcast, isn't it?
I just realised Dan parted with some money then, did he?
Yeah.
Cheap
See,
bastard.
I always make out that Gavin's the nice one, but it's true. Gavin is the nice one.
He really is.
But Dan's all right as well.
Yeah.
Josh Wilson, super familiar with the Wilsons, has upped his pledge this week to give us more money. So the rest of you, you're miles behind. Josh is giving us more money. I think because American money's monopoly money. Is
love you, Dan.
Rachel Plant, you know her. She's my wife. She lives here. She has to give me money. Otherwise, I'll stop feeding the cat in the morning. And Phil Fairish, we all know him. Lovely guy. First person to sign up to our Patreon. Doesn't have anything for us to hawk. Just a nice guy.
Yeah, genuinely.
I need to find a way of streamlining that, by the way. I'm going to work on that.
Yeah,
I'm going to write a script. I'm going to write a script and change it every week.
Copy and paste the end of that onto the next.
Yeah, I think. No, I'm not going to do that. I told them I'd do something different every week. So I will do something every week. I'm going to start calling people names next week. Yes, but they got the chance to choose Get Shorty. Thanks a bunch, you fucking pricks. And by the end of the month, we'll be doing another one of those. You're also going to hear Stig soon because he's coming on to talk about a film. But next week, John, we've already got planned what we're going to do.
Yeah, we do.
Back in the 90s, what we doing?
Yeah, we're back in the 90s and we're looking at The Faculty. We're looking at The Faculty. Yeah.
I haven't watched The Faculty in about 6 months. So I can go to for me. It's great fun. So we'll do that. Do you want to say goodbye to the lovely people, Patreons?
Goodbye, lovely people.
Don't pay for it.
Well, goodbye. Well, goodbye, paying guests and unpaying guests. But we enjoyed it.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're not paying us a quid, I know times are hard, I know times are difficult, but get your fucking hand in your pocket. Our podcast to run. Come on, hand in your pocket. We do the same for you, unless you're film floggers, then you can get fucked. But for now, he's been John, I've been Planty, and this has been 79 things we learned from the not as bad as I thought it was, but John fucking hated it. Get Shorty. See ya.
See you guys.